Whoa. Is this thing on? Oh boy. Now, see, here's the thing. You're probably wondering who I am, what this is, and what in the blue blazes. Not blue blazer. No, we still can't talk about that. No, what in the blue blazes is going on here today? And by the way, what is up, Teabag? I see you out there in the live chat. So you're probably wondering who this is and what the hell is going on. First of all, my name is Archie Poindexter, and I am the imaginary friend of Noah Mania. You know, he's a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and we shouldn't be surprised that he has an imaginary friend. But, I am the most magical imaginary friend there ever was on the planet. So, by association, I am now your new best imaginary friend. How does that sound, guys? That sounds freaking awesome. And I'd like to be the first to welcome you to none other than Archie's Playhouse! Yay! And, just to be clear here, I said this is a playhouse. This ain't a fun house. Capiche? This is not a fun house. Do we understand each other? Okay, good. Just making sure, okay? Oh boy, I am so excited to be here today. Noah Mania is going to join us here in the next few minutes, but you know what? SmackDown just wrapped up on the air on USA Network about 33 minutes ago. And, I watched it, but I want to give a special fuck you to none other than USA Network. And let me tell you why. Because I come from the playhouse here is in sunny California. And so we're on the Pacific coast, the West Coast. The West Coast is the best coast. Do you understand me? So we had the USA Network as an app on our Roku, so I could actually watch SmackDown live on USA Network for a change. But the sons of bitches at Roku, or no, it's USA Network's fault, not Roku. NBC fucking pulled it and made it extraordinarily difficult for me to watch SmackDown live being on the West Coast. Yeah, Oh man, I got a little bit of lockjaw there. You're not very good at this sort of thing yet, are you? No, didn't think so. Let's run through some SmackDown, and then we'll get to Noah Mania. Noah Mania will join us. We got a great freaking show for you tonight. It's going to be a long night here on the Noah Mania experience, so I hope you're all in for it. And guess what? This isn't going to be the last you've seen of me tonight, because I am the official new news anchor here on the Noah Mania experience. So we're going to be seeing a fucking buttload of each other. And that's friggin' awesome, because guess what? I am your new imaginary best friend. We ride together. We freaking mop the floor together. And we go out together. Not in that way. I meant more like Thelma and Louise. No, not in that way either. I think you guys know what I mean. Do we understand each other? Let's run through some SmackDown. Because why not? Oh man, let's run through the matches. So I really think that this Io Sky, she could be totally more badass than she is. Let me tell you, this goofy gimmick is laughable. The only person people should be laughing at is little old me, because I am an entertainer and a scholar. But Sky needs to drop the goofy, given the crazy girl thing. It's a little played out. I want to see her be like freaking badass. I want to see a more badass Sky, one that doesn't smile, one that's freaking just a badass motherfucker. Okay, I'm just saying. So let's run through some matches, okay? So open up. It was Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Like not Riho. Riho is a registered trademark of All Elite Wrestling. I meant Rio. Now, see, here's the thing. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, versus Nia Jackson and Lash Legend. It was for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. It ended in a no contest. All right? Alexa Bliss, she went over Julia and Zelina Vega in an Elimination Chamber qualifier match. This is freaking awesome. I freaking love Alexa Bliss. Freaking amazing. Just saying. All right? I think it's time we get to Noah Mania. I think it's about that time. What do you guys think? I need a little break anyway. So, I'm going to be back. I'll be back later on. I promise. I swear to God, cross my heart, hope to die, stick a needle in my eye. You know how I roll, yo. And, I'll be back. So let's cue up. Let's cue up some music, and let's get this party just freaking started. That would be great. So let me push some buttons here. Let's push some buttons. Let's see. What do I do? What do I click on? I'm new to this still. Okay, here we go. I think we push this. We push that, yeah. And we take off. We'll be back with Noah Mania, guys.
Live from the digital underground, it's Noah Mania! Hit that like, hit that share, and don't forget to subscribe! Let's go!
That like button, that subscribe button.
Oh man, I can never get enough of this song. Let me tell you, I'm gonna bump it, okay? Let's do it.
Noah Mania reigns, he's taking the crown. King of internet media, never backing down. Like, share, subscribe, ride the storm tonight. Noah Mania's live, and he's bringing the fight.
YouTube.com/Noah Mania. Welcome to the Noah Mania experience. It's Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th.
Noah Mania reigns, the voice of the stream. Talking real talk, chasing the dream. Politics, culture, and a steel chair slam. This is Noah Mania. Yes, sir. Yes, no.
Okay, that's enough of that. Enough. Enough is enough. All right. Welcome to the show, everyone. Noah Mania Experience. So happy to be here today. Thank you all for indulging my new broadcast colleague here on the Noah Mania Experience. His name is Archie Poindexter. He is my imaginary friend. I got a lot wrong in my head. Is there something in my teeth? No. I got a lot wrong in my head, but let me tell you something. Regardless of that, I got a freaking awesome show for you guys tonight. So we're going to talk about everything that happened in WWE this week. We're going to talk about just the sad news of the week. There's always sadness in this world. Talk about the Super Bowl, sadness in this world, the freaking Super Bowl. Don't even get me started on that. You know, and we're going to be joined by Archie again later. Archie Poindexter. He's going to be reading the news, giving his thoughts on it. Matt Helms. Ironically, I'm wearing the freaking Dr. Pepper shirt, but I'm drinking a Mountain Dew. What the fuck? What is I thinking? I'm doing just splendid. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, the ultimate Hallmark holiday. I gave Mary the option. I asked her if she wanted to go out. Like, maybe we can go to Cheesecake Factory or Ruth's Chris or something like that. Made reservations. But, you know, what have I been up to? I took up a new hobby. I've been cooking a lot more lately. I actually kind of enjoy it. So it's like, you know, you just fry up some steaks tomorrow or something. Stay home, chill. Netflix and chill, as the kids would say. She chose wisely. We're going to Ruth's Chris. No, I'm joking. Nah, we're going to cook. It'll be good. I haven't been around much. It's been freaking toxic to a depressing level on the internet. And, you know, I really just need to stop freaking posting on social media. That's my problem. You can't reason with people about anything. It's just this haterade. So I'm following a new mantra. Fuck you, that's a mantra. No, my mantra is going to be, this is my little safe space. This little libtard safe space. And, you know, if you say something that hurts my feelings, I'm going to block you. My fragile little ego. It can't take it. It's like CM Punk said on the Colt Cabana podcast. If you yell in my kitchen window, I'm going to get up and shut the window. I'm going to block your ass. Philly Phil Brooks. This is my house, bitch. This is my house. Oh, shit. I just... What did I do? I just almost spilled my drink everywhere. I'm a freaking nerd. I'm a nerd. I don't know what to do about this hair. That's another thing. It's falling out. I'm too stressed out. Oh, man. Sad news to report this week. We'll get all the negativity out of the way. How does that sound? I think that sounds splendid. James Vanderbeek is dead at 48 years old, so there's some love and joy to spread around. Super freaking sad. He died of colorectal cancer back on February 11th. There was a really sweet photo and tribute and Facebook post that Stacy Keibler made. She hasn't really been my favorite person in the wrestling business. But I started liking her a little bit more once George Clooney brought her back down to earth and made her realize that she was just a fling. He wasn't down. He wasn't down. He wanted to freaking get with someone that had some brains up there. But no, she jumped up a lot in my book. Really, really sweet tribute she posted. You would have thought they were a couple. What's the temperature here? It's 53 in Sac. It's 53. It's actually roasting. It's roasting here in my studio. I got all the lights on me. Wish it would freaking cool down. It sucks. But anyway, there's a GoFundMe, and they've cleaned house on it. It's been running for like 3 days, and it's up to almost $4 million. GoFundMe is going to make a nice little commission off of that. I saw people on social media.
Oh, why should I donate to them? They got a house that's worth $4 million that was bought a year ago.
No, you dumbasses. They've been renting it since 2020. And I'm just going to say one thing on James Vanderbeek. Number one, it wasn't Kimberly Vanderbeek that posted the goddamn GoFundMe. It was friends of the family. Right? Trying to help them out. Not to mention all the massive donors. You don't think Steven Spielberg, before he drops $25,000, isn't going to wonder, are they really hurting for money or not? He's a smart guy. Let me tell you. It was freaking awesome to see that response. I don't care if they bought a house. Let me tell you something. As a man, let me tell you what it means to be a man. I think Chris Rock put it best. Chris Rock, I believe, I'm going to paraphrase it. Paraphrase the joke, if you will. Only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. Men got to provide. And as a man, if I have health problems, but I feel good enough to press on, no, I'm not going to, and I got to choose between giving my family something or spending money on my own medication, I'm probably going to err towards the family, you know? That's what a man does. James Vanderbeek probably realized I ain't going to be around forever. I ain't going to be around much longer at all. They ain't going to be able to buy this house. I better lock this down for my family. I need to do this now. I need to provide for them while I'm still here, give them a home to live in. So, bless everyone's heart that donated. I wish I could, but best I can do is just spread the word that I love and support it. And I think everyone should do that also. What's up, Microla? Oh, man. Oh, man. You should stick around. We got Archie Poindexter joining us. Be joining us to deliver the news. The news. Sound good? Sounds good. One quick thing I want to note. I thought this was pretty good. I haven't really been the biggest fan of Kevin Nash since 2005 or 2004, excuse me. Who the hell wishes a freaking 17-year-old kid luck on their sex change operation? Fucking asshole. No, but I actually have started to dig Kevin on the podcast, and ever since his son tragically died, and not to mention his political leanings are ones I feel comfortable with. So I like Kevin Nash a lot. And I think it's very mature of him to still remain on good terms with Paul Levesque, Mr. RFK Jr. nut swinger over there. But I thought Kevin Nash pointed out something brilliant that I've been thinking for a long time about Gunther. This career killer thing is awesome. Nash said he's finding his stride. In this day and age, and I agree wholeheartedly with him. He said in this day and age, hard to be a heel and not get cheered. It's cool to be a heel, the anti-hero. And plus, wrestling fans are smartened up. They know better. So you got to really be a smarmy sack of shit to get some real true heat. And just going after the champion for their belts, it's, you're only going to get so much mileage out of that before it becomes same old. And it was also risky because you also don't want to keep repeating the legend killer gimmicks, what you saw from freaking Randy Orton early on in his career, and Brock Lesnar to a little bit of a lesser degree did the legend killer thing. Now we're doing it again. How do we take it to the next level? Have the son of a bitch take out John Cena. Wow. If nothing else, if you call every single other decision that Paul Levesque has made since taking, it's called being the head booker of a company back in the old days. They didn't call you the head booker. They said, he's got the pencil. This pencil's broken in half like AEW is. This is AEW's pencil right here. The head writer, Tony Khan. But, if you can say nothing else about the time Paul Levesque held the proverbial pencil of World Wrestling Entertainment, you can say that Gunther was, it was pretty swell. And I wasn't bought in at first because it was predictable. I knew it was going to be Gunther. Probably 6 months into John's retirement tour, it was obvious. But old Walter Hahn is fucking growing on me. So keep up the good work. Oh man, I've missed you, Mike Garola. How's Anaheim? You still out there? Teabag. Teabag. By the way, we're not only live on YouTube tonight in wonderful, beautiful Noah Mania 4K. We're also streaming live on twitch.tv/Noah Mania Live. What's up, Alistair? I see you on Twitch. Frickin' A. We're all over the place. We is all over the place. We're simulcasting. I want to also simulcast on Facebook Live, but I need your guys' help with that. I need to get up to 100 followers on our Facebook fan page. It's facebook.com/RealNoahMania. So please follow us. I want to crush it. I'm going to multi-stream onto all 3 platforms. I got this amazing symmetrical 2 gig at my house. Got to put it to use. All right, let's talk about some wrestling. Let's talk about Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. That sounds like fun. Sound good? Sounds great. All right, we'll start with Raw from Monday. We start with Raw from Monday. We'll run through the matches. Give my thoughts on it. Highlight of the show, hands down, Liv Morgan calling Stephanie Vaquera puta. Love that. Freaking love that. Even though it's like uncomfortable. I'm getting old. I'll give you guys some rope to hang me with. I'm not the biggest fan of Stephanie Vaquera. I think Lana, even though, she's not in the same galaxy as Stephanie Vaquera in wrestling talent. Stephanie Vaquera is way better. But CJ Perry brought up a damn good point on a podcast recently that, she had freaking people constantly bitching at her to make sure every freaking square centimeter of her ass cheeks were covered up. And then Stephanie Vaquera's out there just putting it in everyone's face, including her own father at ringside. Yeah, it's, you know, she made a good point. If she was allowed to dress like that, would she have gotten over a little bit more? I don't think the wrestling would be any better than it was, but I think she's got a point. And I'll tell you, if I'm at home watching wrestling, I feel awkward if freaking my stepson or Mary walks in the room and she's doing the devil's kiss and all you see is her freaking ass on my 85-inch TV. It's very uncomfortable for me. I'm old. I'm sorry. But that was hilarious, by the way. Calling her freaking puta. Usos defeated Alpha Academy. World Tag Team Championship match. Women's Elimination Chamber qualifier match. Rhea Ripley hit the Riptide. Got a win over Lyra Valkyria and Ivy Nile. Double count out in the Natty versus Maxine Dupree match. The match I was actually looking forward to. I was really confused. Actually, I wasn't confused. I knew it was going to have a BS finish because it's way too sudden to like have this match and be meaningful. They're going to let this play out till WrestleMania. What a great way to crash out what's left of freaking Natalia's career. Just do this freaking badass, like, quasi MMA gimmick. Just go in and freaking beat the shit out of everyone. Stifler's mom. Good for her. This is going to WrestleMania for sure, though. This is great experience for Maxine Dupree. Good for her. I think she went a little overboard on the plastic surgery, though. That's what it looks like anyway. Her appearance has changed a lot since she got married and got the push. Just saying. Original El Grande Americano teamed up with Javon Evans, defeated Los Americanos with diving headbutt. I was like kind of cringing at first about this El Grande Americano thing, but it makes so much sense, especially since WWE bought out AAA. The reason why is because what a lot of people don't realize, I see a lot of ignoramuses on social media, a lot of complete fucking jackasses that like to run off at the mouth. Oh, a white person in a lucha libre match is disrespectful. Ew, they're making a mockery out of it. Do some history, digging into history. The original masked luchadors were white Americans. They were brought down south of the border by I think it was American businessmen. And they toured around, and that was the introduction of Lucha Libre in Mexico, was a bunch of Americans wearing freaking masks. And what happened was, I forget the guy's name because I wasn't prepared to give a history lesson today. I think it was the person that ended up starting CMLL. The guy that started CMLL, well, or what eventually morphed into CMLL. So we're talking like the ancestor of the current CMLL promotion. They wanted to do that themselves, make that money themselves. It was a huge attraction. So then they started introducing actual Mexican people into the sport. It's actually really freaking cool. And so I'm not saying WWE Creative is smart enough to think that far ahead. I think Triple H is, though. And Mark Calloway is, even though he's not my favorite person in the world these days. Even more so than me, and that's pretty freaking sad. Mary never squeezed my arm to get rid of my co-host to replace it with her. So that's a little weird. That was just a little odd to me. Just a little odd. Just saying. Then main event, LA Knight over Penta and Austin Theory. Men's Elimination Chamber qualifier. Show opened up though with AJ Lee, or Becky Lynch came out. They did that little cut shot thing at the start of the show where they're showing everyone walking in. And then they did a little thing and Becky Lynch peered around the corner there. It's kind of funny. Came out and cut a promo. AJ Lee, I don't want to piss off Phil Brooks. I like the guy. I'm a fan of his. But, you know, and I'm even a fan of AJ, but the rust is real, both in terms of her talking on the mic and her in-ring. And taking all this time off and these sparse appearances ain't doing her any favors. They need to push her to the moon and push her to the moon fast and get that ring rust chipped away. She was a big fish in a small pond of great women's wrestlers back when she was, let's call it in her prime. Nowadays, she's a freaking big fish in an ocean full of killer whales. WWE is just stacked to the rafters with highly skilled female talent. Highly skilled. You can't, it's really hard to stand out is my point. So I wish her the best. I like her as a person. Big fan of Phil. Phil, please help your wife have a great match at WrestleMania. Yours truly, your fans and wrestling fans. Please don't take that with any disrespect, even though I'm sure he does. The CM Punk Finn Balor face off. That's cool. I've noticed that CM Punk has really gotten the opportunity to work with a lot of his buddies since coming back to WWE. Really bring out the best in him, and I would love to see CM Punk and Finn Balor really tear it down on a big stage. Just saying. It was okay. Decent Raw. Not really anything, not really a huge spectacle. All right, let's go over NXT. I am so delighted. I am delighted to talk about NXT here tonight. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye, Simone Johnson. Goodbye. So long. Farewell. I love that you're anti-ice, but you are one of the worst Nepo hires in the history of World Wrestling Entertainment, and you were a prime reason why I seldom, if ever, tuned into NXT. You understand that? I didn't watch Raw for a freaking year and a half because that one guy was doing play-by-play commentary and I freaking hated him. What was that idiot's name? Was the Raw commentary team. I think they were in like 2022. Who was it? No, it wasn't Jimmy Smith. Kevin Patrick, that's who it was. I could not stand Kevin Patrick. I didn't watch Raw for a year because of that guy. So annoying. Those freaking buck teeth of his and just that fake ass shit eating grin on his face. Oh man, he must have freaking had to kiss Vince McMahon's ass so freaking bad. I would hate to hear a recording of some of the shit that Vince must have said to him through the earpiece. That guy was horrible. Just awful. Hate to say it. Sorry. Sorry, Kevin Patrick. I didn't mean to offend you. But no, Simone Johnson was terrible. Ava Rain, whatever you want to call her. Ava. I don't even know if it's Ava Rain. Is it? What's her full wrestling name? Let's see here. Okay. Ava Rain, yeah. And she went by just Ava in the end. I think her politics are cool. I do think it's kind of a chicken shit thing to like openly admit on social media. Well, now that I'm not under WWE's thumb, let me tell you what I really think. That's just admitting you have no balls. Which I get it. She doesn't. She's a woman, but I think you get what I mean. I think you get my point. I think you get my point. But no, she's gone. She was really put in a no-win situation. Wasn't a good wrestler. Could she have been a good wrestler? I don't know. I don't think she was given enough time to. Someone like that, she needed probably 6-7 years of development and training from people who aren't her dad to really maybe get her to a point where it wouldn't be painfully obvious to the fan that this was just a lame Nepo hire. I wish her the best. She had no business being on camera, being on microphone. No business. No business being on TV. It was embarrassing. And in 10 years, she's probably going to look back and feel embarrassed by that footage. It ain't good. I'm embarrassed by what she watched 10 minutes ago. So if she's even 1% like me, which I doubt, but if she is, she's freaking humiliated. It's bad. And we can't blame the writing on this. It's not her fault. You can't really blame a person. That's why I'm not going to really tear her down too bad. Personally, I'm just going to call out her lack of merits for the job. But she had no business being there. No business. No business. There's no business like show business. Let's talk about NXT now that I can watch it again. That's watchable. Watchable. Yeah. You had Jada Parker versus Blake Monroe and in a double count out. Eli Knight defeated Josh Briggs via moonsault in a WWE Speed tournament match. I hate time limits in wrestling. I really freaking do. Especially these ones that are like 2-3 minutes long. It makes everything feel so phony baloney. These guys go from needing 10-15 minutes to defeat their opponent to all of a sudden they become freaking Superman. These people that are like barely 150 pounds become Superman and can freaking KO their opponent in under 3 minutes. It's a goddamn joke. It's a gimmick. They tried it. It failed. Let it go. Think of something new. It's not good. Time limits and works don't work anymore. That's why it's not done in the mainstream other than AEW because Tony Khan's a fucking mark. Get it through your heads. NXT Championship match. I believe in Joe Hendry. He defeated Jackson Drake to retain the NXT World Championship. Tag team match, the team of Swipe Right, Ricky Smokes, Brad Baylor defeated Hank Walker and Tank Ledger. Women's number one contender match, Saul Ruka and Zarya defeated Kendall Gray, Ren Sinclair. Saul Ruka got the pin and became number one contender for the NXT Championship. I don't know how I feel about the new general manager of NXT. Anything's an upgrade over Ava. I would like to see someone that's actually established play the fake leadership role. Honestly, I think that WWE's on-screen, like, quote-unquote general managers have been terrible for a long time. I really like them. I think they're great wrestlers. But this is WWE not having anything better to do with them. It's really freaking sad. I'm just not a fan. Sorry. Oh, boy. What's going on here? Let's roll through SmackDown real quick, and then we're going to take a commercial break. How does that sound, guys? We're going to take a quick break here in just a moment. Let's talk SmackDown, though. Let's talk about SmackDown. SmackDown. If I could find my notes, that would be lovely. Here it is. I got it. Got it. Like Archie pointed out at the start of the show, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky defeated Nia Jax and Lash Legend. Alexa Bliss went into a women's elimination chamber qualifier tag team match. A little segment with the autographed 8x10 was quite entertaining. Fun to watch. A little bit of tension at the Royal Rumble between those two. Eventually, it's going to blow up. Charlotte's going to turn heel again. They just can't resist it. Charlotte's seriously on the road to, like, freaking, I think, beating Paul White for number of heel turns. Alexa Bliss defeated Julia and Zelina Vega. By the way, Zelina Vega doing that entrance of hers on the going over the Mad Dog 2020 canvas advertisement. That was just the chef's kiss of just what WWE is reducing itself to these days. Pretty freaking great. Let's see here. What happened? What happened to my notes? My screen just went blank. I'm going to take a quick break, guys. We've been on for a while now. I'm going to take a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to see what's going on with my notes. We're going to finish up SmackDown. Then I'm going to get to the headline news. We'll get to the headline news. Does this sound good, guys? I think I'm going to take a break. All right. We'll be back in like 10 minutes. Throw the countdown up on the screen. Let's take a quick commercial break. We will be right back. We're just a break. Ain't no one paying me jack shit. If I could get rid of that. It's tough producing your own YouTube show. All right, I'll be back.
Get ready for the biggest wave of the game. It's no mania, and the world will never be the same. Wrestling news, drama, it's all here. Tune in now, cause Noah's bringing the crew. From the ring to the screen, he's got the scoop. Breaking down WWE, Raw, the crew. SmackDown, AEW, the top spots to be. Noah Mania is the name, and the future you'll see. Hollywood buzz and the drama that's real. Noah's on fire and you'll feel the appeal. From the ring to the screen, he's got the scoop. Breaking down WWE, Raw, the crew. SmackDown, AEW, the top spots to be. Noah Mania is the name, and the future you'll see. Hollywood buzz and the drama that's real. Noah's on fire and you'll feel the appeal. Podcast, YouTube, where the stories unfold. He's got the content and it's pure gold. From the square circle to the red carpet bright, Noah Mania's rising and he's taking flight. A sexy encyclopedia, he's the king of internet media. Noah Mania's on the rise, watch him take control. The biggest name on YouTube and he's on a roll. Wrestling drama, all the world's trends. Tune in now, cause the fun never ends. Noah Mania's got the vision, the heat of fire, climbing higher and higher. He's your empire.
Yeah.
The biggest YouTuber, watch him ignite. It's Noah Mania, turning up the light. He's dropping the truth, no holding back. Every wrestling move and every hot track.
Welcome to the second hour of the Noah Mania Experience, coming to you here live. Live? What the hell happened? Did we go offline on Twitch? No, we're online on Twitch. Hell yeah! We are simulcasting youtube.com/Noah Mania, twitch.tv/Noah Mania Live. I'm in the second hour of the experience, Noah Mania Experience. Let me bring in the live chat here. Not really a lot of activity in the live chat tonight. That's all right. I totally get it. Y'all hate me. Y'all hate me. I'm a failure. I suck at this. Yeah. Tell me how you really feel, assholes. Matt Helms in the live chat says, when are you bringing back the scoop? When Eric agrees to bring back the scoop. Is that a good enough answer? When Eric agrees to bring back the scoop, we will bring back the scoop. I'll give you guys a big scoop of the scoop. Eric wants to bring back the scoop. Just saying. All right. So we're here and listening, Noah. Hey, Teabag, I freaking love you. I'm actually drinking Dr. Pepper now. It's awesome. I think I need to hide my shame. I wasn't going to do this for like another 30 minutes. I've tried to keep my wits about me, but it's been a long week. You guys mind if I hide my shame for just 15 seconds here? I'm just going to beam out. I'm just going to beam off the screen. Whoop! Just like that. Just like that. Old Noah disappears. I can neither confirm nor deny what's going on in the privacy of my little studio here. Oh, shit. My battery's going dead. La, la, la. La, la, la. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, for real. Dr. Pepper right there. I'm not sponsored by Dr. Pepper, but I would be more than happy. Hey, listen, Dr. Pepper, you guys watching? This show is not brought to you by Dr. Pepper, which is, I think Dr. Pepper is its own company. This is what's really interesting. Dr. Pepper is not owned by Coke or Pepsi. They pretty much, whatever region they can get the best deal in, they just go through whatever distributor there is. At least that's how I understand it. I love Dr. Pepper, especially with some Captain. Oh, it's nice. It's really nice. So Dr. Pepper, pay me some money. I would wear the Dr. Pepper logo. I'll tell you what, you guys pay off my house You guys pay, no, I don't like vanilla. I don't like any of the flavored shit. I also don't like the Coca-Cola freestyle machines at fast food restaurants. I remember when it first came out, it was so awesome and everyone thought it was so great. But then therein lies the problem. Lazy, untrained fast food workers that don't know how to properly clean those things jam up and get nasty faster than an old Epson printer from the year 2004. And I'll tell you, I can't tell you how often I would go to fucking Wendy's and just order a Dr. Pepper. And I don't even know what, a plain, not flavored, and I'm not adding cherry, vanilla, none of that. Just classic old Dr. Pepper. I don't know what the hell I'm drinking. It's like a combination of lime, vanilla, cherry, and some fruit punch. Because they don't flush the lines. It's freaking disgusting. And I have to imagine if you can taste all those flavors in your drink, that means they're not cleaning it. And if they're not cleaning it, I have to imagine there's probably mold and mildew in it. Fucking gross. Fucking gross. But yeah, Dr. Pepper, pay off my house. If you guys want to give me $297,000 and get me out of debt, oh man, I would be verbally making love to Dr. Pepper every single day, every single week for the rest of my life. I'd be making out with Dr. Pepper. Pay off my house, Dr. Pepper. Pay off my house. I will be your personal bitch for the rest of my life if you do that. Oh man, I'm crazy, I know. Okay, I got my shit together with SmackDown. Let's finish that off. I honestly don't know any YouTuber that promotes Dr. Pepper better. Tell them that then. Who else on YouTube is even talking about Dr. Pepper every week, much less wearing a Dr. Pepper shirt? Nobody else is. I should be like the new mascot for Dr. Pepper. You guys, hey, you guys remember, I don't know how old you are, Teabag, but do you remember the guy from the Dell commercials in the late 90s? What's up, Mohammed? Virtual hug. Good to see you, buddy. You guys remember back in the 90s no, he wouldn't be a millennial. He would have been like right at the tail end of like Gen X, I think. The dude, you're getting a Dell guy. I want to be the dude, you're getting a Dell guy, but the Dr. Pepper version of it. Let me tell you something. In America, I'm sorry, my hairline is jacked. In America, some of the greatest folk heroes are a good spokesman. And they start out as a nobody and then blow up and become a celebrity. Look at the world's most interesting man. Dos Equis thought that they were going to get away with getting rid of the Dos Equis guy, and they brought him back. And let me tell you something, real American beer, y'all fucked up good. I'm just telling you. And I'm not a fan of Terry Bollea's politics, but I will say this. He's the only reason people are buying that beer, and sales are going to go through the toilet. Faster than piss, which is coincidentally what the beer tastes like. Just saying. But yeah, nobody talks about Dr. Pepper every week besides me. I'm just saying. What's up, Teabag? You're 33. Oh man, stay 33. I'm about to turn 40 in July. I feel so old. I've been trying to become a internet celebrity since I was 16 years old. Coincidentally, that's how old I was when I started doing podcasts with Eric, the original Inside Scoop. It's crazy. But, I do it for fun. I'm not some prima donna bitch or anything like that. Don't think that about me. Plus, I'm awful at this, so I totally get why I'm not. Let's try SmackDown over again now that my computer's not jacking me up. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Nia Jackson Lash Legend ended in a no contest. My cat was laying on the bed and her eyes were darting around the TV set the whole freaking show. And especially that whole match. And I couldn't figure out first. And then I realized it was the bright red gear that freaking Nia Jax was wearing. And bless Nia Jax's heart, I'm not criticizing her weight. I think she has made such freaking amazing progress in the gym, and you can just tell she's been working her ass off. I think she's been working out with Charlotte in the gym. Definitely, I ain't getting the impression that she's using Ozempic. She's putting in work, and she may not be the best wrestler in the ring, but she's getting healthy, and I props to her for that. So I think we all owe Nia Jax a little bit of respect. She's really killing it. I mean, she's not skinny, but she's getting healthy, and that's freaking cool. But anyway, but my point was she was still the largest wrestler in the ring relative to the other girls, which, yeah, duh. So my cat's eyes were darting. I got a 65-inch TV in my bedroom, darting across the wall there. It was pretty funny. The MFTs defeated Apollo Crews, Carmelo Hayes, Ilya Dragunov, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Matt Cardona. What? You know it. I love that they didn't make him go back to stupid ass Zack Ryder. I like that a lot. And when did Carmelo Hayes turn babyface? I love saying Ilya Dragunov. It's my favorite WWE wrestler name to say. Ilya. I want to be a WWE. Can I ask for a Make-A-Wish? I'm not going to take a wish away from actually someone who deserves one, but make this a Noah Mania wish. The Noah Mania wish is I want to ring announce an Ilya Dragunov match at some point in WWE. Doesn't have to be even on TV. I would do it in a freaking dark match if I could just have someone at ringside recording it with a cell phone. I wouldn't make any money off of it. I just want it for the experience. That's like my dream. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, I don't know how much he weighs or where he's from, but making his way to the ring, Ilya Dragunov. Oh man, I just got lightheaded. Something the matter with me. I'm very sorry. Alexa Bliss defeated Zelina Vega and Julia, Women's Elimination Chamber qualifier. Trick Williams over Rey Fenix. Jade Cargill defeated Jordan Grace. Oh my God. Just the freaking musculature in that damn ring during that match was something else. I don't know, but like nothing weird's going on. They're not taking anything performance enhancing, but they definitely look like they take all their meals in liquid form. That's my opinion, not a statement, by the way. Just to be clear. Oh man. Oh, I should have read your message, Mohammed. He said, hi and happy late night on a Friday night, and I hope you are doing well, and same for everyone else. Everyone doing on late Friday night, and welcome back. Yes, thank you. Thank you. All to hearts. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. All right. Rest of SmackDown. Yeah, the MFTs over Apollo Crews, Carmelo. Okay, I called that already. Alexa Bliss defeated Zelina Vega and Julia. Trick Williams over Rey Fenix. Jade Cargill defeated Jordan Grace in a women's championship match. And in your men's elimination chamber qualifier, Cody Rhodes defeated Sami Zayn and Jacob Fatu. So, there you go. I guess, yeah. Cool. We're done with that. All right, so I guess what we're going to do now, let's get to the news. And we have a brand new news correspondent here on the Noah Mania Experience. You all saw him at the top of the show, but he's coming back on the show now to do the news. So give me 1 second here. I got to make sure we're all good to go. And I got to be able to see these eyes. These eyes are getting a little old. Okay, what do we got to do here? Okay, what's that? All right. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, I think. There we go. Okay. I think I got it figured out here. That's good news. So let's get Archie. Let's get Archie here. Archie's joining us. All right. Now, Archie's an imaginary friend. Let me see. Can you guys see him on camera? Archie's an imaginary friend. And in order for him to come to life and talk, he's an inanimate object right now. And I'll be honest with you guys, I am a beyond horrible and terrible ventriloquist. I'm not good. I'm practicing though, but I'm not good at it. I'm horrible. But Archie Poindexter here, rescued from youth ministry. I didn't know this, but he comes to life every single time we go to Archie's Playhouse. It's not a fun house. It's Archie's Playhouse. Just to be clear here, WWE, no infringement intended or implied. It's a playhouse. It's not a fun house. But now he has to come to life. So how do we make him come to life? We got to go to the Playhouse. We got to go there. And then he'll come to life. Does that sound good? Let's go to the Playhouse. Let's go there. All right. Oh, okay. I think we're in the Playhouse now. Archie. Wake up, Archie. Are you there? Oh.
Hi, guys. oh boy. I am so happy it's a good day to be alive. Let me tell you, welcome to Archie's Playhouse. Yeah. Now, see, here's the thing. If you didn't catch the beginning of the show, hey, Noah, your lips are moving. Now, see, here's the thing. If you watch the top of the show there, I said I'd be the new news reporter. But if you're new, if you don't know me, my name is Archie Poindexter, and I am your new best imaginary friend. And I love you. And, I'm so excited that you're joining me here in my very own Playhouse. I got my own wrestling ring back there. I got lots of toys. It's very creepy, I know. But it's no children are allowed. Just saying. Hey, your lips are still moving, Donish. Oh, boy. Hey, Teabag. So, do you pitch or do you catch? The tea bag, or maybe he's in the tea business. Maybe he sells tea bags. That's a pretty lucrative business to be in. I'm just saying. Okay. let's see what's going on in the news. Okay, let's read this. We got a lot to unpack here. So the Super Bowl was this past weekend. Let me know in the comments. Did we watch the Super Bowl over the weekend? Did we? It wasn't the 49ers. Oh, man. Sorry. But the 49ers have the distinct honor of not only getting completely, absolutely done up the proverbial tailpipe by the Seattle Super Seahawks. They not only kicked the 49ers' asses twice in 2 weeks, but then they proceeded to go onto their home turf and win a Vince Lombardi trophy. Oh, man. And there was a lot of controversy about that halftime show. Trump didn't show up. The big orange turd, didn't show up. And everyone at halftime had a horrible, horrible, horrible choice to make. Do we watch one horrible Super Bowl halftime show, or do we watch the other horrible Super Bowl halftime show? See, if they knew any better, if they had any sense, they would have booked me. I can do stand-up, I can sing, I can dance. I am a all-around entertainer. And, it would be cool. But yeah, I wasn't impressed with either halftime show. On the one hand, I get it. Bad Bunny, he's popular with the young crowd. NFL is a business, and they're booking people to reach that young audience. They're not trying to make a political statement, so I don't know why everyone's so butthurt about it. But anyway, so you had to choose between Bad Bunny or the Charlie Kirk show for halftime, starring Kid Rock. And, I watched both shows. And one of the shows, I couldn't understand what they were saying. And the other one, it just wasn't good. It was just odd to me. Why can't we just have one good halftime show? The only time having a competing halftime show ever has worked out. Oh, hey, your lips are moving again. The only time that's ever worked out is when the halftime heat. Just saying. So, yeah, I couldn't understand it either, Teabag. I just don't speak Spanish. I would have liked to be able to understand what was being said. I'm sorry, but Lady Gaga, ooh la la, yeah, that was cool to see. But yeah, I think it's really odd. And if you look at Logan Paul, aren't both the Paul brothers from Puerto Rico? And freaking Jake Paul tried to get fans to freaking boycott the halftime show, and Logan Paul had to step in and do damage control so he didn't piss off any Puerto Ricans or the community. And what languages do you know, Archie? I don't know shit. I'm telling you, I don't even speak very good English, as a matter of fact. I'm still trying to learn. Being in youth ministry for so long was a traumatizing experience for me. Having that pastor stick his hands inside my clothes and do that to me every single day, I didn't want that. And, it's not cool. Just not cool. Forcing me to perform like that, sing and dance, I wouldn't say that I was, there's worse victims out there, obviously. I wasn't victimized. I just don't like doing things I don't want to do. And I'm not a religious person, and they were imposing those beliefs on me. They made me say things. They indoctrinated me into their religion, and it was not good. That is a horrible, horrible, just mind fuck. And I'm just as much of a basket case in no mania as these days. It ain't good. So that's why we're best imaginary friends. We sing to each other. We're thunder buddies. He knows all my deepest, darkest, Secrets. I know a lot of secrets about a lot of people from all different parts of the country, different states, different cities. I know things. Don't tell anyone. Soon enough, though. Soon enough. Everyone will know the name Archie Poindexter. Yeah. Just saying. In other news, that, talk about the primeval. I don't even know what that means, to be honest with you. I'm a GED kid. But Britney Spears, man, taking her off that conservatorship, in my opinion, horrible mistake. She went on a I don't know what, but she did some pretty crazy shit. And now she's selling her music catalog for $200 million or close to it. She is cashing the fuck out. And I think it's a mistake. I think Britney was worth way more money than that. I just hope she's gonna do something constructive. But I feel like she's going to really regret selling that music catalog. I mean, look at all the shit that went down between Taylor Swift and Scooter Braun. That was just awful. Okay, I love the red ribbon. Are you a Republican, Archie? Or MAGA fan? Hey, let me tell you something. I'm not even registered to vote. No, in all seriousness, I'm not registered to vote right now, but, I'll still make sure and vote Democrat, because all Democrat votes are fraudulent, right? No. I'm just making a bad joke there. I am very, 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 very liberal. And, that's how it is. If you don't like it, you can piss up a rope, I'm an enlightened dummy, especially after being part of youth ministry for so long. I'm unconvinced there's a God. And believe me, you are not going to hear very many say that they don't believe in God. I'm pretty sure the population of dummies that identify as Christian is quite high. For some reason, they use us to manipulate and indoctrinate young children. And it's fucked up. Let me tell you that. I'm just saying, okay? But anyway, speaking of, if you don't want to put Britney back on that conservatorship, hook her up with me. I think she strikes me as a cougar, I'll spend some of that $200 million. What? What are you looking at? Can a guy try to get his nut? Okay. Let me tell you guys something. This is really messed up. Because, when I was a small child, when I was a young puppet, there was still pay-per-views. WWE was on pay-per-view still. And, I couldn't afford $59.99 a month to watch a pay-per-view. So when the network came out, it was awesome. But what did I do? How did I watch the shows? I went to WWF blast areas. I watched them at bars and restaurants. They paid licensing fees, and I got to watch it, and I got a great meal as part of it, and it was enjoyable. But now WWE is shutting down all watch-alongs within 50 miles of WrestleMania, which is fucking bullshit. What if someone can't afford to go to WrestleMania, but they want to watch it? Really messed up. I mean, I get why. It's because the ticket sales are in the toilet. WWE priced out its fan base. we doing on time?
We're doing okay. Yeah, you're doing a good job. Yes, I mean that. You're doing a good job. You're scaring me.
Just a little party trick. Yeah, it's kind of messed up. Just saying. So back to the Super Bowl halftime show. Trump, the great orange turd, I guess freaking crashed out over the halftime show on X or Twitter or whatever the fuck it's called now. And he said something along the lines of, there's nothing inspirational about this mess of a halftime show. And watch, it will get great reviews from the fake news media because they haven't got a clue what is going on in the real world. And by the way, the NFL should immediately replace its ridiculous new kickoff rule. Oh my God. Trump, get a life. I'm just saying. I mean, have we forgotten that Puerto Rico is actually a U.S. territory? Pretty much saying that a Puerto Rican is not American is like saying a native Hawaiian is not American. It's patently false and just really fucked up. I'm just saying. You know. Just saying. So, I heard that Noah Mania and the Extreme Icon Mike Nagel are going to AEW Dynamite next Wednesday. It's going to be at the Memorial Auditorium in Sacramento. So Dynamite this past Wednesday, which Noah Mania is going to talk about after the news, it took place at the Toyota Arena down in Southern California. And the arena and a security guard got a little bit of bad publicity from the event. So this person showed up to AEW Dynamite in Ontario, California, and he was wearing a shirt, the Brody King Abolish ICE shirt. And the arena security guard actually threw him out. What the fuck? What's wild is the same arena is going to be hosting a Spanish concert. It's like a Mexican music. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with the type of music, but it is a concert that will feature Mexican performers. Something tells me that those security guards ain't gonna have the balls to turn one of those fans away. That would just be freaking a bad idea all around. I would not advise it. Oh, man. This is weird. John Laurinaitis is back. Holy shit. I was surprised to hear about John Laurinaitis being back in the spotlight. He's doing an autograph signing. I'm curious. Is it because he has to cover all of his legal bills? I know he's finally come out of the woodwork since he allegedly made the deal with Janelle Grant. If he cooperated, he'd be pretty much off the hook, but that doesn't mean he still don't got legal bills. So my only question about this event that John Laurinaitis is going to be at, where is it, by the way? It's going to be, he said it's going to be at Big Time Wrestling, March Mayhem, and then he did the whole gimmick for him, Executive Vice President of Talent Relations and GM. I'm curious if anyone's actually going to pay to meet him. And, you could bring an item and have him sign it maybe. Hey, I wonder, can somebody please tweet this event? I'm curious. If I bring a copy of Janelle Grant's lawsuit, can I have Laurinaitis autograph it for me? Oh, man. I shouldn't have said that. That's not very cool.
No, that's really messed up. You should not have said that. You should really apologize. That wasn't nice. That person, John Laurinaitis, it was really fucked up of him to do that. And I don't support that. So we need to lead by example. Social media is a very toxic place these days. And, we just can't act like that. much as I know you're just trying to make a joke, I think you should apologize.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Hey, can I have a hug?
Oh, sure.
You fucked up my hair! Asshole. Oh, man. So I guess there's some, like, internal chaos in WWE, and was called out on Wrestling Observer Radio. And apparently, Meltzer explained that there was already a full lineup. This is reported on Ringside News before the Royal Rumble, but then everyone started second guessing it and backtracked. They're pulling a Vince. So, of course, the internet's freaking out at Paul Levesque. You know, I personally think he's still doing a way better job than Vince was. Just saying. Just saying. Oh boy. Oh boy. This Val Venus guy, he needs to go away. He's criticizing people with the Abolish ICE shirts because Val Venus is just, he's turned into one of those MAGA nut jobs. And just conspiracy theories and pro-Trump nonsense. And now he's saying that wearing the Abolish ICE shirt is not justice, it's cosplay. It's so funny to me how the right preaches freedom of speech, freedom of expression, liberties, the Constitution. And that's only up until you don't agree with them. Then all of a sudden, censorship in government gets really big. That's what the right wants. I'm disappointed in you, Big Valboski. I'll have you know that my first dream job when I was a kid was, you know, choppy choppy. Oh, man. What else is going on? Anything else going on? Let's see what else is going on.
Do you want me to take one? Does that sound good?
Yeah, you want to take one?
Do you want me to just do the rest of the news for you?
Yeah, I think that'll be good.
All right, so let's put you back to bed. Will you at least say bye to us at the end of the show?
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Okay, let's leave the playhouse for a little while. I love you guys.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's go back to normal studio. Hang on. Jeez. Whoop, boop, 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 boop. Okay, let me fix this. One more thing.
Hey.
Boom. All right. Give me a second. We'll finish off the news. Man. I'm going to check the live chat in just a second here. Okay, let's do a little adjustment there. There we go. Okay. All right. Set you down. All right. What is going on here? Hang on. Boo, boo, boo. What is happening? There we go. Okay. Got my shit together. So Alphabet, the parent company of Google and YouTube, they revealed YouTube's revenue for the first time. The video platform generated $60 billion, billion with a B, in revenue in 2025. Where the fuck is my piece of the pie? There's so much money out there. Unfortunately, I'm not talented enough to get a piece of the pie. And then I saw this news headline. I didn't even read the article, but the headline jumped out at me. YouTube has kind of this attitude like you're lucky to be on YouTube. Ain't that the truth? That was the head of strategy for Spotify. You're lucky to be on YouTube. You have the privilege of maybe making $1 for every 1,000 people that view your content. Maybe it's more. I don't know. I'm not even in the YouTube partner program, and I don't think they'd accept me. But it's true. They don't care. I've seen countless creators get their freaking channels toasted for shit that was outside their control, and YouTube just doesn't care. Even on mistakes. It sucks. They just don't care. $60 billion in revenue, and you can't even, there's not even YouTube support. It's just algorithms and AI bullshit. Makes me blood red mad. Blood red mad. Lars Sullivan got bent ass shape about the dillies. I saw that video floating around social media. People were throwing dildos at the cop cars, which was hilarious, watching the cops get all angry and pissed off. I mean, they were harmless. I think it's just because they're jealous they can't measure up at home. Maybe their wife has one. That's what I'm thinking. So what was it that Lars Sullivan said? He said, remember when this idiot went on virtue signaling warpath? I don't even know what that freaking means. Actually, no, yeah, I do. In 2020, why did this clown stop promoting BLM? It's not fashionable anymore. Or did he realize that it's a corrupt racist organization that purports false narrative that fuels anti-white hate? And that was in reference to Big E and his activism during the Black Lives Matter movement, which I don't get it. How could anyone hate on Big E? Hating on Big E is seriously, it's like hating Mickey Mouse. But I do respect that the New Day always stuck up for themselves, like when the bullshit with Hogan. They got in his face backstage and said, explain yourself. We're not taking your bullshit apology that you gave to all the boys. You got to explain yourself to us. And even after that, I don't think they forgave him. Could be wrong, though. Could be wrong, though. He called the people throwing the dillies retarded. Lars Sullivan did. Well, I don't know. It's kind of dumb, though. Why can't we all just get along? Very disappointing. Okay. All right. I think what we're going to do now, I am going to take a commercial break. Not really a commercial break. I'm going to take a quick break, and then we come back. We're going to run through Dynamite and Impact, and I think we're going to wrap up after that. Talk about some Dynamite and Impact. Cool? All right. I think I'll be back in 10 minutes. I got to go take a leak. Let's get rid of that. Boom, boom, bah. Okay, we'll be back. What's up, guys? Back. It is, what time is it now? It's a little after 1:20 in the morning on the East Coast. Having a great evening here on the No Mania Experience, youtube.com/No Mania, twitch.tv/No Mania Live. As a reminder, really would appreciate it. Please follow me on my Facebook fan page, facebook.com/Real No Mania. I would love to add Facebook Live as one of our streaming platforms, but I need to get at least to 100 followers first. So please follow me there. Really appreciate it. So basically, it's going on 2 in the morning. So I got to hide my shame though. Hang on, guys. It's been a rough week. I want to go out in a blaze of glory here tonight for last call. Yeah, let me beam out for a second. Woo! All right. Let's talk about some AEW. So I'm going to actually be attending AEW Dynamite, and shout out to my boy Shane Hartline. Shane Hartline, I'm so jealous of the guy. He just lives such an awesome life. He has this great crew of people he works with. I watch his videos. I'm so jealous. I wish I could be part of that. It sounds so much fun. Really want to get that guy on the show sometime. I'm acquainted with him a little bit. I met him in person down SummerSlam like 10 years ago. He came and visited with me, and I think Mike was there. Mary was there. We were at Yard House outside of the Staples Center, and he came and stopped by. But I know that guy's dream is to either be like fucking professional wrestler or to be on the cast of Saturday Night Live. I'll tell you, that guy's living my dream life. Lucky SOB. All right, let's talk about AEW. So yeah, he was at Dynamite. You could actually see him on TV with his little NAW wrestling promotion. Sure, he was sitting like front row. It was fun to see. So shout out to Shane. Come on the show sometime. I'd love to see you shoot the shit with Archie Poindexter. All right, let's talk about Dynamite, and then we'll talk about TNA. Then we'll get out of here. Maybe I'll hide my shame one more time before we talk about AEW. There we go. Okay. Let's go on live chat. There's still MAGA supporters left. Unfortunately, like half the country. Teabag. Hate to break it to you. Really hate to break it to you. Trump found out after the Super Bowl that Puerto Rico is part of USA. Yeah. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Okay, let's talk about AEW. I'm not going to give predictions on the show tomorrow in Australia. I don't even know if I'm going to watch it. I'll watch it after because I promised Mary I'd cook for her. I gave her the choice of going out or cooking at home. So I'm going to cook up some New York steaks on stainless steel on the low end of medium heat using the world's lowest smoke point oil. If you get that reference, you are a YouTube masterpiece of a watcher. I don't even know what I just said. I got to get through this. I don't even know if anyone's watching out there anymore. I got to get through this. So, Death Riders, team of John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and the Bastard Pack defeated the Don Callis family. Kyle Fletcher defeated Tommaso Ciampa to win the TNT Championship. Oh my God, I can't believe they've already completely not only buried Ciampa, but they've ground him up into fucking minced meat. That Tony Khan did it again. Yeah, did it again. Good work. Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong defeated Daniel Garcia and Clark Connors in a tag team match. Young Bucks defeated the Rascals in Private Party, #1 contenders match. Thekla defeated Chris Statlander in an AEW Women's Championship strap match. I'm looking forward to going to AEW next week. I'm taking Mike with me and Mary. Shane doesn't want to go. Shane doesn't like wrestling anymore. He announced his retirement from attending wrestling events. We went to SmackDown. It was like 3 months before the Netflix debut. That was the last time. And I'm pretty much over it too. I've been attending wrestling shows for the last 25 years. I've seen everything. I've been to, how many WrestleManias have I been to? I've been to 3 WrestleManias. I've been to like 4 SummerSlams. No Way Out. I've lost count of all the Raws and SmackDowns. Let me know in the live chat. How many WWE events have you guys gone to? Attended a TNA show once. I've done like 2 AEW shows. No, 3 AEW shows, I think. Part of the reason, though, the only reason I'm going to this is they're not having it at Golden One Center. They're having it at the Sacramento Memorial Auditorium down the street from Golden One Center. And the Sacramento Memorial Auditorium is fucking cool. That's where I saw TNA. Really historic wrestling venue. It's kind of like, picture the Manhattan Center. That's what the inside of it looks like. Really cool. And back in the territory days, so 60s, 70s, the Northern California Wrestling Territory, which was the Samoan wrestling family, spent a lot of time in the Northern California Territory. And they're based out of Cow Palace in San Francisco. That's where all the A shows were. Roy Shire was the promoter. Their champion was Ray Stevens, their big champ. And the shows would air in Sacramento, 100 miles away where I am, on local channel 40. And the A shows were there, and then the B shows were at the Sacramento Memorial Auditorium. And the A shows were cool because Roy Shire would do talent exchanges with Vince Sr. And he would trade, like, I'm just making up a name here, Peter Maivia for a couple of dates with Andre, something like that. And then we're talking like early Andre, like early Andre. Like rookie Andre, shit like that. Maybe it wasn't even Maivia, but they would do talent swaps. And it's cool. The good old days of wrestling. The only show I got to go see at the Cow Palace, New Japan ran that show there a couple of years ago. I didn't go for more than one reason. I didn't feel like seeing somebody that was there, and I was afraid of what I would do. But I went to No Way Out in 2004 there, which was Brock versus Eddie Guerrero. Eddie won his very first World Championship. I sat row A ringside for that. It was really cool. See some shit going on in the live chat. What's up in the live chat, T-Bag? Noah, please do quick videos before and after the show. Before and after the show next to the arena. Like a preview and aftermath so we can feel the vibe. You mean like of AEW? Okay. I was thinking about live streaming from out in like because the cool thing about the Memorial Auditorium, check this out. I wonder if I can show my screen. What? Where do you live, T-Bag? You've only been to one wrestling show? And it was at SummerSlam in 2014 at the Staples Center. We were at the same show. I was there with the guys from that website that I don't speak of anymore. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, man. Shame we didn't cross paths. Anyway, no, I was going to show you guys the Memorial Auditorium. I'm not going to do it now because I'll be honest, I'm probably in no condition to do so. Oh, you're from Romania? Shane's actually friends with a lot of Romanian kids and Russian kids, and they're all super respectful, like really lovely people. Very impressed. Whenever I have them over to the house, like go swimming, I'll barbecue for them. Just really cool kids. Really cool kids. Yeah, I just talked about it. I went to like 4 SummerSlams. I only missed one of the Staples Center SummerSlams. I absolutely was there. Yeah. Well, yeah, I was there. But anyway, I could stream from the freaking street because I don't want to like do it on the property because then they might like give me some shit because it's private property. But if I could do it on the sidewalk, because it's like the street, it's like right on freaking J Street in Sacramento. So I might do something like that. It was also interesting because when I went to the TNA show there, I actually got to go backstage. I went backstage and hung out with D'Lo Brown, Rob Van Dam, Bully Ray, Jeremy Borash, Jeff Hardy. Rob Van Dam was cool as shit. We tried to get him to go hotbox the car with us after the show, but he politely declined. Got a bunch of autographs from them and pictures. Really cool people. It was really fun going backstage to a TNA show. And I got the backstage pass as a souvenir. Pictures are on my Facebook. Yeah, I'll try that. I'll say hi. We'll have Mike on. It'll be fun. It would be fun stuff. All right, let's talk about TNA. I'm so happy that TNA is on AMC now. Is it AMC? I think it's AMC. Because I get that channel. I didn't get Access TV because I didn't have DirecTV. And Comcast in Sacramento doesn't have it. Yeah, but to be fair, like, I asked him if he wanted to go smoke right in front of D'Lo and Jeremy Borash, who D'Lo was basically the agent for that whole show. And Jeremy Borash was not too far under the food chain from Dixie, so maybe that's why. You know who was really freaking cool that I wasn't expecting to be cool was Bully Ray, and this was when he had gotten jacked. He was really freaking jacked at the time because it was like 10, 11 years ago, and actually no longer than that. It was like 13 years ago. Yeah, that was a minute. He was jacked, and he like cut a promo and called this woman in the front row a fat bitch, and then proceeded to like tell the crowd that like she learned how to like, you know, suck, you know what, somehow. Like, it was just brutal, but he was a sweetheart backstage. He was so nice. I freaking love Bully. They were all cool though, all really cool. So was Jeff. Jeff Hardy was awesome. I was kind of marking out a little bit when I met Jeff. All of them, actually. I mean, I got to meet a lot of wrestlers. I got to meet The Undertaker back in 2002. And keep in mind, I never paid to meet a wrestler. It was just all, but I feel like I did it the right way. I wasn't the one that people like CM Punk hate, that will chase you down at the restaurant or the hotel or the airport or anything like that. No, I actually had some principles I lived by when I did it. My first principle I lived by, it was at the arena or never, because, you know, at the arena, they're expecting to have to see fans at some point. So I didn't think it was too too horribly rude of me. And I was a kid at the time too. Once I was an adult after the age of 18, I didn't do that. I was just embarrassing. But when I was 15, 16, I did that. And if you look at the pictures, I was a kid. And I actually also went to I got to meet Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of his book signings at Borders Books. I actually have it right here. And the picture's on Facebook. Check this out, guys. Here's my autographed copy of the Stone Cold Truth. Check this out. There it is, right there, autographed. And that was actually a free autograph signing, so that was really cool. I just bought a book, and it was a free photo op. Really generous of Steve to do that, and he signed a lot of autographs. But no, I would just go to the arena, and I got to meet a lot of wrestlers. Funny story about The Undertaker. So I met him at the UC Davis Rec Hall. They ran a house show there. They ran a couple of house shows there. The place is an absolute toilet. And there's only one entrance for anyone to get in a small loading dock. So literally all the wrestlers had to go through a crowd of fans. And we're talking the 2002 WWF roster. So we saw some Attitude Era stars there. And I got pictures, and I met a lot of them. I met Edge. I met The Undertaker. And it was funny because I was in the back parking lot. No marks were there. And a car pulls up. If I'm lying, I'm flying, and my feet ain't left the ground. There's a picture of me with The Undertaker on Facebook. And I see this car rolls up, and the window rolls down. And it's the fucking Undertaker driving the car. And you know what he said to me? This was the cool, like probably one of my top 5 coolest experiences as a wrestling fan. Undertaker rolls down his window and says to me, "Do the fans of the wrestlers have to go in the same entrance?" And I'm standing there like, yeah, I'm like 14. Can you mind if I like get a picture with you real quick? I got my camera ready to go. And The Undertaker, even though this was back when he was very protective of his gimmick, he might have actually, I'm not sure if he was working as a face or a heel, but this was back when his hair was cut really short. It was before WrestleMania 20 when he came back with Paul Bearer as the Dead Man. This was still American Badass Undertaker. But he was such, like, politics aside, I don't agree with his politics, but for as far as like a experience as a wrestling fan, as a young 15-year-old wrestling fan who could have been out on the streets doing God knows what, but I was at a wrestling show instead. And like someone who I watched and idolized on TV just rolled up, didn't cost him a dime to be nice to me. And it really, really, really like, it touched me. It really touched me. So thank you, Undertaker, for that. Thank you to all the wrestlers there that day. Edge was there. I met Hurricane. I met, you know who I took a photo with? Chris Kanyon. Chris Kanyon was an absolute sweetheart. And when he passed away, I was so freaking sad. It was sad. It bummed me out. Really did. Yeah. Anyway, a lot of fun stuff. I even trained to be a wrestler very briefly. So like, I'm so fortunate, like for someone that wasn't like an actual wrestler or worked for WWE, I had a lot of like fun experiences involving wrestling, just being able to bump in a real ring and learn a little bit. Not good. I was awful at it. And that's why I quit, but it was still fun to experience and like gave me a new respect. The closest I came to being in the business was I actually had a real indie wrestling show. I refereed a midget wrestling match, and this was back when WWE was doing and forgive me, I'm not trying to be offensive. This is just what it's referred to in the context of small people wrestling. It's called midget wrestling. this one guy named Short Sleeve Samson, remember WWE for a minute during Ruthless Aggression had like a midget division that was on SmackDown. Short Sleeve worked some dates on that, and I forget the other guy's name, but it was surreal being in a real locker room. It was a high school gym. It wasn't an arena, but it was in an indie wrestling locker room. And I got to meet with two of the boys to plan their match out. And of course, I sat there and kept my mouth fucking shut, and they told me what they wanted me to do, and I didn't offer a single suggestion because it wasn't my place to do that. I was there because they didn't have anyone else that knew a little bit about how a match should be refereed, and I did. And I had a shirt with zebra stripes, so it worked. So it was fun. It was really fun. Last call. Okay, let's talk about TNA. And then I'm going to get out of here. It's almost 2 a.m. on the East. Got to get you kids put to bed already. Right, Archie? All right. All right. TNA. I'm so happy I get to watch it on TV now. That's on AMC. Just saying. Nick Nemeth over Rich Swann. Mara Sade defeated Ryan Nemeth. And the System defeated Mike Santana Moose and the Hardys in an 8-man tag match. I just caught clips of that. I didn't have a chance to watch TNA from Thursday. I'm actually going to watch it after I get off the air. I'm going to go lay down because I am just, woo! That's how I feel right now. Anyway, let's see what's going on in the live chat. I'm still the biggest fan of TNA. That's cool, man. Happy for you. I'm happy for you. What is going on here? All right. Okay. That's it. I think I am going to turn in. We've been on for over 2 hours now. So once again, I would really appreciate it. Follow me on Facebook, especially facebook.com/RealNoMania. I need like 40 more followers. And then I can start streaming on Facebook because I'm trying to oversaturate, because I'm not trying to create too much content because this content sucks as it is. You don't need more of it. So instead of trying to create more bad content, I'm trying to get this content seen by as many people as possible. And so I'm trying to saturate multiple platforms with this live stream. And hopefully along the way, I snag someone that happens to like what I have to say. So, oh man, my hairline's awful. Anyway, Facebook.com/RealNoMania, YouTube.com/RealNoMania. I'm sorry, X.com/RealNoMania. On YouTube, it's YouTube.com/. Links are in the freaking description of the video. I'm sorry. I'm very freaking sorry. I'm about to go to bed. All right, guys. I'll be back next week from tomorrow, Saturday, 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 Pacific. We're doing it late night. That's the vibe of the show. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I love all you guys. Spread the word. I'm trying. Really trying here. Anyway. All right. I think I am going to toodaloo. I think so. Yeah, I'm going to toodaloo. All right. I'm out. See you guys next week. Happy Valentine's Day to all the mamas, babies, mamas. Sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Didn't mean to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. Sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. It's Friday the 13th also. Hell yeah. Hell freaking yeah. Friday the 13th. All right. I'm out. Peace out. See you guys next Saturday. Woo!